What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm your co-host Adi alongside Jay.
What's up, guys?
And guys, today's guest is the youngest person we ever had on the show, and surprisingly also the most impressive. He is a wildlife photographer, Nikon's youngest creator, and just someone who's actively trying to save the environment. So we're honored to have him on. Aman, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Let's go.
Tell them how young you are, first of all.
I'm 20.
Oh, really? I thought you were 19. Doesn't seem as young.
Wait,
no?
is this still the youngest?
Still the youngest?
You are still
Yes,
the
you
youngest, though, right?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Good.
You got tied with someone else, but they had come one day before their birth.
Oh, okay. Technically, he is the youngest, though.
He is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
youngest.
One day before her 21st, she was on the show. Yeah.
Okay, man. Shit.
But yeah, Aman, thank you, man. I think he flew in from Goa for this show. Our first fucking flight in, guest. But Aman, we like to start the show with everyone's controversial opinion. Do you want to get yours out of your chest?
My controversial opinion, I don't think a lot of people will relate to this, but it's that we need to stop naming birds after things that already have names. So, you have tits.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have the watercock. You have the yellow-footed booby. So
maybe we're naming them based on what we like in birds.
Yo, who are these bird enthusiasts who are just
I
kind of
was
like,
telling my dad,
yeah.
I saw this beautiful booby today. Come, I want to show you a picture. My dad's like, what? Your mom's right here. I'm like, hey, show her also. Come. Or, I was telling my younger brother, I just saw 2 tits back here. He's looking at Aman bhaiya. kya baat kar?
Show me the pics, come on.
It's like, what's a green-backed tit? The tits live together. The boobies live together.
Do you have a system for coming up with bird names? Like, would you like to rename a bird that you really like, that you think has a bad name?
Oh, shoot.
Peacock, I think we can all agree, not a great name for our national bird.
Not the best.
Peacock, not
What would you call it otherwise, man? It's such a beautiful bird.
peahen.
You'd
Wait,
keep the
don't
bee.
they exist, though?
No, but peahens are the female
But
version,
dono ka
right?
naam hen.
peahen. But then
That'd be a little
it's because we have a hen and a cock, right? So we have a peahen and a
Be
peacock.
they. Let them decide.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be honest, bro. If I was like a teenager on a group chat with my boys and one of the boys was like, yo, you want to see a tit pic? And I'd be like, yeah. And I got a pic of a bird. Like, I'd be happy, but I would be a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I like that opinion. I think that's a good controversial opinion. My question for you is, do you think they were named... Firstly, what tit came first?
Yeah.
Maybe it was named pre...
Does the tit bird look like a tit?
No, it looks like a bird.
So then
Have you ever seen a bird that looks like a...
I've seen a tit. No.
Which one?
No, but I think is... Which came first, I think, is my question. And also, maybe they're doing it because like they're trying to get people more interested in birds, right? Look at us, 6 Gen Z people talking about birds because they're named tits, right? Marketing.
Do you remember
that's
how
true.
you got into bird culture?
Yeah, he searched tits online. And he was like, it's not what I wanted, but it's kind of cool still. I don't know.
Yeah, I was actually just looking up a documentary on boobies and I get to the wrong section. This is fascinating. My parents always used to take me to bird sanctuaries, national parks as a kid. So instead of dogs, we'd look at wolves. Instead of cats, we'd look at tigers. And I was always like, okay, wow, these animals are really cool. They're very nice. I can talk to them. They don't talk back. No, tiger's never going to talk back to you. No, you can tell him any life secret and he's the same resting bitch face on. Right?
Try Rihanna, bro.
No, I don't know. And then I just got obsessed. Every kid has an obsession. Some people like sports. I don't know. Some people like, cars and all that. I was just into animals platonically, and then ended up traveling to all these different national parks.
I mean, the one thing I think that's very obvious as soon as you land on like your Instagram page or whatever is that you and your mom are very close and share an interest, which is wildlife photography. Was she always doing this and kind of drew you into it?
So it was nepotism.
Okay.
But it was reverse.
What do you mean?
Usually it's the parents who'll get the kid into something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Mama, chalo.
Ah.
Because both of my parents are doctors, right? And my younger brother is just annoying, so I want to take him along. And I took my mom and I said, let's buy you a wildlife wardrobe. That got her excited.
Okay.
So, no, I'm kidding. And so she's not a naturalist. She doesn't have this insane knowledge about birds and all, but she likes nature a lot.
Sure.
She's one of your South Delhi girls. It's like, nature therapy.
I think you're selling your mom short.
No. And also for some reason, my audience loves it when I post with mom.
Okay.
My pictures will get, your average 15, 20, 30k likes. You post with mom, it's like 20 million views, 10 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, theek hai.
So you're
Yeah.
using her basically.
No. Yeah. Your mum is stunning. I saw your page and I was like, can we talk about how stunning his mum
All
is?
those 10 million views are all Ariana. She's like DMing her non-stop.
Cutie girl, Chinese version.
You got me.
She's sliding in your mom's DMs like right now.
So, actually, I mean, my mom, I guess I've been told that she looks younger than she is. So whenever she'd go to like my school's PTM, they'd be like, Beta, aapke parents kahan hai? Or she went to get my board identification done for your school boards.
Yeah.
And they were like, aapka number kya hai, Or yeah, on Instagram, a lot of people think that she's my sister. Or that she's my girlfriend. And then, I'm of course like... like these really old people will come and comment.
Yeah.
What a beautiful couple.
Oh no.
So,
Like-
when was the first time you kind of? I want to ask about like when did you get your first camera? Because it's obviously right in front of us right here. But
It's
when
a
was?
crazy camera as well, bro.
Yeah.
So I got my first camera when I was 14.
Okay.
Again, this was my mom's camera. So, when she was in college, she used to do a little bit of photography here and there. It was a very small, not a lot of zoom. So I used it. And then, I gradually went up the ranks.
And was it those same like sanctuary trips that your parents would take you on? Is where you explored shooting animals and birds first?
So, no, actually, I started photographing birds in Delhi. So, a lot of people don't know this, but Delhi is actually the second most bird populous city in the world. So,
Whoa.
Delhi has 500 species of birds.
Damn.
Damn.
What's
It
number
is-
one?
What?
What's number one?
Which city
Well,
is
number one is, I think, Nairobi.
Okay.
Awesome.
And most people know that, everyone, especially in the Western world, will know that Delhi is the most polluted city in the world. But they don't know this. Delhi has flamingos. Delhi has all sorts of eagles, cranes, egrets. I mean, all sorts of birds. Ariana's like, ye kya dishes ke naam de diye isne? Egret to maine kal raat khai thi.
I'm a big Delhi fan. I'll say that.
I'm a big Mumbai fan.
Yeah, we're all big Mumbai
That's
fans. So we're all big Mumbai.
I'll get cancelled for saying this and I might lose a few friends. But I think not the first time, but the last time I came to Mumbai, rather, I was walking along your beaches, right? Not beaches, your coast or rocks with salt water. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm Sid from
Wake Up Sid.
Oh damn.
City.
He's also said. Yeah, you got that feeling? That's cool.
I was like, I have my camera in my hand.
Huh.
Konkara Sen is slightly older than Ranbir Kapoor, right? So I have my mom with me. Though, of course, that's not the same. Udhar nahi jate, guys.
Tell me, do you have any wildlife inspirations? Do you have like, Steve Irwin, David Attenborough? Do you look up to these guys?
So, dude, I'll tell you, follow these two guys on social media. One is Shaz Jung and one is Varun Aditya. So Shaz Jung is the guy who's made Black Panthers popular in India.
Really?
I don't know if have you seen this stuff? Yeah, Aman ka idhar alag chalta hai, see?
I think my dad bought one of his. I might be confusing it, but he has pictures of Black Panther.
Yes.
And my dad has like a picture that he loves that he's put up in his office.
Right.
by Shah Jahan. Yeah.
And is it like the one of the Black Panther drinking water?
I'm not sure which one it was. It was like recent, and my dad got really excited.
Specific puch liya.
I think so. He bought two. One is right outside his office, and one is inside his office. And one of them is the one of him drinking water. So yeah, I have heard.
Shaz Jung and Varun Aditya.
Varun Aditya.
What does Varun Aditya do?
He also does photography, but he does a lot of reels, and a lot of them are also from African wildlife.
Sure. So do you think that you missed those names that Jay mentioned just because of like the age difference? Because we would watch them when we were like
that's true actually.
10,
Yeah, but his
12.
son's doing a lot of stuff, right? Like Robert.
yeah.
Are you
No.
Are you a fan of that family or not really?
I mean, yeah, I've seen a lot of their work, right? And it was all very cool. But I think we now live in the age of social media, right? So now you look at the reelers, and Shaz makes some incredible reels with his work. Varun does incredible reels. In fact, I think Instagram has killed photography, because now all us photographers have had to become videographers.
Sure.
Right? So up wo creativity, wo composition, we don't get into all that because we're just like, "Arey, set the camera, shoot this for 3 seconds before the jeep moves, the tiger moves," and you lose the moment, right?
But you do it in an intelligent way where you have like a hook for the first 3 where you're like, hey, I went on a walk and this is what I saw, and then it's just your photos.
Right.
So I think you've hacked the kind of in between of that.
I mean, I think it's been very interesting for me also to see that so many people are interested in something like wildlife photography. Photography itself is a niche, right? And then wildlife, you go even more niche. But to see that, I think it's all been about making it seem hip or trendy or cool. When you hold such a huge bazooka lens and you sort of go out with your attire, you're in a jeep. I see it as like, I'm walking with the lions. I'm walking with the tigers. I'm walking with the wolves. Not physically, because that's illegal, but metaphorically I'm there.
So you've properly embraced the entire culture of wildlife photography.
So my question goes like, okay, you growing up, you go to sanctuaries, your parents are interested in nature, you get interested in nature, then you take your mom's old camera, you start shooting. At what point in this journey do you go, hey, let me start this Instagram page, let me do this, and then, obviously have built from there? What was that journey from interest, hobby to content work like? Yeah.
So I used to be a very healthy kid when I was,
like a fat kid or
fat.
Okay.
Healthy to मैं अभी भी नहीं हूँ, guys. But it's quite ironical because I'm my parents' biggest patient. That's why the business is not working. I'm sitting there half of the time. So I lost all this weight, right? And I was like, okay, now I'm looking cool and I'm going to impress everyone. So I started posting as a New Year's gift to myself on January 1st, 2018.
Okay, cool.
I thought he was going to say a New Year's gift to these motherfuckers. Enjoy my pictures.
It's just mirror selfies at this point.
Okay, so you started posting on Instagram just pictures of yourself.
Well, I mean pictures of me with a camera. And then there'd be some bird
Inception pic.
So
Wait, I'm on. Later.
It was a mix. It was like, let me show everyone that, okay, I've got this new body and this new body.
Yeah, okay. He's like it's like candid pics of like, this was just me taking a pic of a warbler or whatever.
He knows his names, dude.
Just get my angles,
Back in the day, it wasn't like the page wasn't called Birds of India because he took photos of birds. It was Birds of India because it was for the birds of India. So
in fact, earlier I'd named it Chicks of India. But then the traction No, I'm kidding.
He's like, where are all the women? He got so much hate.
सोचा था मैंने, फिर मैंने कहा कि वो audience गलत side से ना आ जाए world के, So
maybe you've transformed, like maybe these like 300,000 more people follow it because it's like they want to see these women, but they've just been transformed into like bird lovers, bro.
ये कौन सी booby है?
Exactly, on Twitter, Chicks of India, new post. Just saw a booby today.
So you started posting these pictures and then?
And for the first 2 years, I think for the first year I had like 1,000 followers. Second year, 2,000 followers. Third year, maybe 10,000, maybe 8,000. Then suddenly, so I grew from 200K to 700K during my summer vacations this year. In a span of maybe 2 months.
Oh, whoa.
And it was all reels.
Yeah, sure.
I never used to touch reels before because, after I lost all that weight, I was a very weak kid. I was like, if a male podcaster was to make a podcast on me, they'd say, isko maar do. Matlab, mujhse camera nahi uthta tha. I couldn't pick anything up. And I couldn't do videos. So I'd only put pictures. And that reach didn't go anywhere.
What did picking things up have to do with making videos?
Like he couldn't lift the camera up and take a
video.
Oh, okay.
Because you need that stability also, right? When you're holding it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
I would be going like this.
You mean
look like,
videos of your subjects?
Of
not
my-
just, okay.
Not myself, of the subject. So then it looked like, the bird is dancing on some TikTok dance because the video is just shaken up so much. But then I sort of started posting with this big camera. People liked the concept. I think the Delhi stuff also did extremely well because people don't realize that Delhi has all these birds, right? You can identify what kind of car horns you're hearing. and what kind of vehicle it is that you can hear right now, but you can't identify the bird calls that you have. And when you start posting that, a lot of kids start remembering the bird calls they used to hear when they were a child 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Maybe now don't, because pollution, climate change, all of those things, right?
That's the perfect kind of leeway into what I wanted to get into, which is the other thing you kind of notice on your page is your enthusiasm for environmental consciousness. And in what part of your journey did you get to that point where you were like, hey, this is something I care about. I want to use the platform I have to spread awareness, because it's hard for younger kids to kind of care about the environment, to be very honest, right? So what was that for you, man?
I think it was the lockdown mainly. So, I started gardening during the lockdown.
Okay.
Very funny things. My friends were like, he's gone crazy, and of course, even to them, even me spending time looking at birds is quite peculiar. Like you're looking at the wrong kind of chick. Sadak pe chad ke, you're looking at some black dot far away and you're getting excited. It's like, it's a pigeon, dude. What are you saying? It's the rarest pigeon in the it's a pigeon.
We all have that one bird watching friend, we all have that guy.
It's like, no.
Yeah, do you guys not have a bird watching friend?
Yeah.
Shout out Mons, bro. I have a bird watching friend. I hear all about these names and stuff.
Okay.
It's cool.
But I think it was lockdown, so I started gardening, right? And then I became obsessed with just plants. So that's also, that was my gym for that time, because I'd be going up to my terrace garden, lifting these huge pots, body banaunga, of course, I'd come back with mud all over my body. But I ended up collecting, 500 plants on my terrace.
Wow.
We saw a visible difference in air quality. We have seen more than 100 birds just in our balcony.
Damn.
They've all come to, get these fruits, these flowers. We've released more than 400 butterflies.
Wow.
So what happened was my house became a jungle. We planted this terrace garden. We had spiders, we had lizards, we had bees. We also had caterpillars make cocoons inside our house. So my mobile charger was kept away for 2 weeks because there was a cocoon hanging off of it.
Oh my God.
And every morning before I'd wake up for school, on at least 30, 40 days, I would see a butterfly emerging out of the cocoon right in front of my eyes.
Damn.
It'd be on my dinner table, it'd be on the plant outside, on my mobile charger. So I think that was a cool experience. And I think that explained to me that, you have so much worth saving and worth conserving even in urban spaces.
Yeah.
That's where the disconnect comes, right? Kids, we're all urban animals. We're all raised in concrete jungles. We don't have experience. You don't have children going and seeing tigers, lions. So they don't have that connection with wildlife, with animals.
Yeah,
And
your
I think
experience
this
seems it's so unique. And I guess my question is, how do you bridge that to the kids that are growing up in concrete jungles that can't seem to care because they don't see the beauty of it? How are you trying to bridge that gap to them?
I think it's mostly done through informative and learning content, right? That's also one best way to reach people. You need to give them something new that gets them hooked on. How do I get them hooked on wildlife? Okay, let me show them these 5 birds that I've seen. When I give them the name, a lot of them have recall values. They say, oh, mom, we saw this bird yesterday. Then I'll get DMs from little kids and a lot of parents saying, my child wanted us to show you this bird that we saw because he saw it on your page. Or can you identify this page for us?
Nice.
Or I've written a couple of books to identify birds. Then I get kids sending me pictures being like, is this bird? I just saw it outside.
Man, that's cool because you're actually impacting the youth at that level. Like everyone's on Instagram these days, right? So even if we're living in these concrete jungles, everyone is also on that virtual world that is Instagram. So for them, sometimes that is reality in a sense. So if they see this kind of stuff, it becomes their TV, like how we had those shows back in the day. Like if you ever watched Man vs. Wild or anything like that. So that was our first initial exploration into like wildlife and stuff. So for these kids, it's a shorter form, but it's the real. So it is what these guys are doing, what the creators are doing on Instagram.
And end of the day, people don't realize not just how taxing it is, but at times how scary it can be. And I think that also gives you the thrill. When you're in a forest, a lot of times, if you're not in a national park, you're just in a normal forest and you're on foot, you can come across a lot of different animals very, very close to you. So I've come across hyenas, jackals, wolves, bears, Uttarakhand. So
what kind of bears, dude?
I think this was a black bear.
Holy
and
shit, if it's black, fight back. Is that a thing? No, isn't that a thing? If it's brown, lie down. Isn't that like the saying for bears?
Sounds a bit racist.
No. Like with bears, like there's like scare tactics, right? Like you have to like you just cannot
These
engage
are all
with them at all.
Panchatantra stories. It's just
At all.
if something's attacking you, run.
Yeah, for sure.
If
Definitely.
he's chilling, chill. You know.
Yeah.
So I was walking on this road and there was a bush, and I thought a man's peeing in the bush. I was younger. I was not focusing on the man. I was like, wow, this pigeon is so beautiful. You know, let's take a photo. And I was like, okay, there's some man, local guy peeing in the bush. Fun. And then he started making grunting noises. This man. I'm like,
He was doing something else in the
I think what's happening here? You know, I'm like, okay, is he having a seizure? My parents doctors hai, so by association, I'm also medically
Qualified. Yeah,
Qualified.
sure. That's how it works, dude. Yeah, of course.
Knowledgeable. Let's not.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm like, ठीक है, इसको crocin दे दूंगा. So I'm like, okay, let me go closer, and these bushes start violently shaking. I'm like, okay, now I don't know what's happening here.
Maybe let him be, you know?
I'm like, he's having some issue. Maybe he's bipolar. I don't know what's going on with this guy. And the guy comes out. It's not a guy, it's a bear. Right?
Oh,
Damn.
Like,
How close are you to him at this point? To the bear?
so maybe he was like right behind where the where
holy
you're sitting.
shit, dude.
Damn.
That's pretty close, man.
And I froze for a second. I'm like, where's my phone?
Gonna take it
If
out.
I'm gonna die, एक Snapchat वीडियो तो बंद कर. I'm like, and the bear's looking at me. He's also posing. He's like, ठीक है, you know, I'll give you some content. If you're gonna die, go viral first. But luckily or unluckily, I don't know. The guy I was with sort of came from the back. He started walking. He's like, Aman, bear hai. I know. आदमी नहीं था. It's not Aditya, guys. And anyways, when he saw my friend coming, he just sort of nodded, maybe saying bye, guys, and he took the train and वो नीचे चला गया. And he joined his counterpart. There was another bear downstairs.
That's cool, man.
Too good.
He's like a pretty chill guy, man.
Yeah, dude.
Very
Yeah.
friendly, very nice vibes.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think nature in general has nice vibes. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it.
So
as
I
well.
get this question a lot. A lot of people are like, you know, don't you feel scared? Or don't these animals just attack you? You're in an open vehicle or you're walking. What stops a tiger from jumping and just
Killing
I'm like-
you, yeah.
Riz?
Just wink at the tiger, be like,
मैं शेरनी के wink करके I'm like, no.
I think we should say as a disclaimer though, Aman is a professional, so please don't go hang out with animals.
if you
Right.
see a bear, do not take
Don't
Snapchat
fight the
video.
lion.
Yeah.
I'll just have a conversation with it. You know, like, why are you trying to eat me? You know, are
Yeah,
you okay?
you know, we like practice ahimsa.
So
He's zen.
my question for you is that one thing you said really stuck out to me and makes a lot of sense, which is people remember bird calls from their youth. And I think something I've noticed in media forever, but more recently, like a song that's evoking a happy memory or a movie scene that's evoking like a happy memory or whatever usually has bird noises as a part of its sound design, because that's like a
Right.
my youth happiness. Like even for me, the other day I was sitting on a balcony and like I was just trying to focus on everything I could hear, and between the horns and the construction noise and everything that was going on in gorgeous urban jungle, the thing that really stood out to me was the bird calls, right? So for you, what is that one like memory core, you know, what is it, your canon event as a child that made you go like, you know, this is what I want to do, this is my, when they make a biopic about me and they flash back to young Aman, this is the scene with the birds in the sky. Hey guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to let you know that this great conversation and great episode was brought to you by our friends at Blue Tokai. Use code HSTBT20 for 20%
Off your first order.
Back to the episode.
So I think Canon event, or rather Nikon event, Canon.
Okay.
Was that
I like it, man. I like it.
I was getting late for school and I looked out of the window and there was this nest that had been built and there was a bulbul and there were 3 eggs in it. And you know, our housekeeper never told us about it because she thought that, you know, these are kids, they're gonna go and they're gonna play with the eggs, gonna eat it up. I don't know what she thought. She hid it for me for a long time. And I pranced upon it and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Okay, there's a mother bird. She comes, she gets all this food, some worms. Sorry, this sounds very weird, I know, but
No, I think it's
basically
natural.
like
though.
seeing like a National Geographic documentary
Yeah.
in your balcony, right?
Yeah.
And then you would see how the mother was fighting off a snake that has come. How snakes bhi aa jate the, how she's fighting off monkeys, how she's fighting off much bigger like crows and all that would come and try and you know, and that was really cool. And then what I once saw was a koel lay an egg in a bulbul's nest. So koels are kamchors. They don't raise their own babies.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, that dad that just never comes back. And then dono parents उठ के चक्कर चले जाते हैं. So they lay their eggs in another bird's nest, and then their baby is going to push out all the other babies from the nest.
Yeah.
So called parasitism, right? Brood parasitism. And once I noticed that, I said, wow, they're just like humans. You know,
Yeah, it's crazy.
all
bro.
these
Yeah.
competitive traits, all this
Gentrification. is basically
backstabbing,
that, yeah.
urbanization, whatever the landscaping they're doing. It's pretty cool. And I think that was my Nikon event.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, so koyals. We've spoken about koyals. Do you guys want to attempt the koyal sound? Is
The
that
first
Is that your favorite? Is that your favorite bird sound?
I also really like owls. But I don't think I'm vocally equipped.
Oh, Jay has a good hour.
But you know what?
I do.
You know
we
We have
actually do
one
have a good
singer in
hour.
our midst.
Jay, you want to go for an hour?
We usually have a segment called After Dark. It's an audio only podcast.
Oh.
So we like to start off the After Dark. So like my throat's a little
Oh,
rusty right now, but
I was gonna actually say that there's an owl amongst us.
who the
who?
hey, Aman.
You want to get to your koyal sounds?
That was great, man. I love that.
Koyal. Is it coo? Coo. Is it us?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Is there a koyal in the studio?
The koel has left the chat.
You want to go for it?
No,
Amal?
I actually have a friend who has a very negative association with a koel. Because every day in the morning, they used to wake up for school at like 6 a.m. and he used to sit on the dining table. He used to eat his fucking banana and just be like, fuck my life, dude. The only other sound in the day in the universe that existed around him was the koel sound.
And
I
Aman,
thought-
give us that sound, right?
I thought he's saying that the koel would sit on the breakfast table and eat his banana, and I'm like,
No.
So yeah, ruin Jay's friend's day. Give us a koyal noise.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually fantastic, dude.
That's actually
Bro,
Yo, do you have to do bird sounds to like attract them sometimes?
you know, sometimes birds are also, some birds are a little silly. So I have this one peacock video, which is at 12-13 million views right now, right? And it's just a peacock's sound. And what happened was this peacock came and he made maybe 2 noises. And I recorded it and I just played it to hear it myself. And he's heard it. He's like, oh, a male's come in my territory. मैं दिखाता हूँ इसको. She's come and put on a 5-minute show for me. Singing, grunting. I'm like, dude, you're really silly. You're getting me all these views. So I ended up recording him, but anyways, yeah.
It's like a step up movie. Like if anyone comes
Uska
on there,
canon event.
yeah. I love kite sounds. Like you know the bird, the kites.
Yeah, I know.
I love the kite
So-
sound.
It's like a, yeah.
I can't.
I can't do it
replicate
either,
but
yeah.
man, that's like one of my favorite bird sounds.
Can you do that?
I don't even know how it sounds.
We've heard it like all our lives because it's a very like coastal bird. Like it's all around us, bro.
I'm not
see kites
I
all
don't
the
know
time.
any birds, bro. to
Really,
be
bro,
very
like the
honest.
kites,
besides
like
the crow and the
Like
pigeon. I'm
bro, like the brown eagles that come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you've seen
we see them
kites.
all over, bro. I
I'm
fucking
giving
love
you
kites.
rights to use my koel sound in your next song.
Can I sample it? Can
Yeah.
Some more bird maybe. Any other bird sounds? That was bang on. That was spot on actually.
That's the only one I can do.
He's gotta like hunt it down, bro. Like, what do you feel about like pets, like exotic animal pets? Like, if I had a choice, I would have a monkey as a pet. You know what I mean? Or like Michael Jackson had a monkey as a pet or whatever. What do you think about like exotic animals being pets, like tigers and shit?
I think it's very stupid. Because, you know, a lot of people simplify having exotic pets by saying, oh, we're giving it food and, you know, air conditioning and whatever, giving it a good life. Would you like it if we put you in a cage? We
No,
give you
definitely
food
not.
No.
Yeah.
We give you food every day and we give you anything you want. I don't know what you like. You like butter chicken, you like Curry
I
chawal,
think
dal
that's Jay's
chawal.
ideal life.
I was thinking about it for a second. I was like, yo.
And the other thing that happens, which most people don't realize, is that none of these a lot of these exotic animals aren't being bred in centers. They're being
Yeah.
picked up from the wild. So you have hunters who go in and pick up cubs from an actual tiger mother who's gone out on a hunt, and she comes back and nothing's left.
Yeah.
And then it's being sold to you as an
That
exotic.
damn koyal again, man. That's what she's thinking, man. Man, that's crazy. Have you seen Born Free? Have you seen that movie? About this couple that raises a lion, and then eventually, obviously, they have to. It's a great movie, bro. It's like they have to give it up to the wild, and years go. I think like 10 years, 12 years go by, and then they're like, we want to see the lion again, and then they come face to face with the lion, and she's with her pack or her pride
Wow,
or
right, her
whatever,
pride.
and the whole movie is built up to that moment where she recognizes the couple.
Right.
And she runs up to them. It's a beautiful movie, bro. It's based on a true story, but obviously the movie is dramatized a little bit.
Right.
But it's cool, man. We do have this connection with animals that can be explored, not as in a pet way or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. I think we are all connected in that sense.
But another thing we end up doing is humanizing animals a lot,
Yeah.
which I don't think is necessarily the way to go. So, I posted a lion mating video a few days ago. It's the lions, mounting the lioness, they're mating, the lioness is like, Udar ja, he gets up. People started reporting it to Instagram for nudity or pornography. And the comment section is filled with people being like, you've invaded their privacy. Did you get their consent? You've leaked their MMS. And I'm like,
and half your other audience is like, finally, yes, this is what we have
now I
come
can
to see,
delete
bro.
Instagram.
Oh man, it's crazy, bro.
So, birds, animals, we sort of touched on this before, but advocacy is a big part of your, like, going through your page. I saw you did like a huge campaign when you were like 16, I think, about the water in Delhi.
Right.
You've spoken about a lot of social issues, and you clearly care about the environment, want people to care about the environment. So tell us, if A, what changes do we need to make in our day-to-day life? And B, what is your predictions for the world if we don't change?
Okay, day-to-day changes, metal bottle.
Yeah,
Super easy.
Yeah.
Good for the environment, good for your health.
Flex on 'em.
Microplastics.
Let's go. Let's
Cheers,
go.
man.
All right.
I'm on it.
ये कौन सा sponsor है? Sponsored by Blue Tokai metal bottles.
We'll do that ad read after.
Metal straw
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. We're big metal straw users, actually. Yeah.
and bamboo toothbrush. 4.7 billion toothbrushes are discarded. The problem is, even when we're using
How about like a really good how about a really good electric toothbrush? Like that lasts you for like
Like
2
a one,
years.
like a one, yeah, two, 3. Yeah.
Not
This
that we
is-
have a sponsor,
for
but
brushing,
yeah.
okay.
As opposed to Aman.
Moving on.
Bamboo toothbrush. Huh?
Bamboo toothbrush. Yes.
Bamboo toothbrush. And just like carry your own bag, right? Don't accept those plastic bags.
Sure.
We do all these very silly things, and it only comes back to bite us. And even the problem is composting, right? Most people don't compost.
Yeah.
When your wet waste, which is compostable, which is biodegradable, lands up in a landfill, it's not going to biodegrade because it's not on soil.
Yeah.
It's not in optimal condition. So even your scraps of food could just stay there forever.
Yeah.
And most of your items, I mean, if you go on any of these flights, right? I don't want to take a name because then I'll get a lawsuit. But I was on a flight just yesterday and I tore the paper cup. And there's a little thin plastic film in it.
Yeah.
So they sell it to you as a
Yes.
paper cup. And उसपे लिखा होगा green. That's it. It's sort of color green है. Right?
What's the okay? I'll be honest with you. I don't compost. I'm moving into a new house. I would love to compost. How do I do that? I don't know what to do.
So you just need to separate your wet waste,
Okay.
right, from your waste that cannot biodegrade. And even within your waste that cannot biodegrade, you have a lot of plastic waste that can be recycled, right? You send it for recycling. Your e-waste needs to be picked up by someone else.
Okay.
So you want to contact, you have a lot of collectors now, हर city में, हर neighborhood में. 5 to 10 will be there in your neighborhood, I can tell you.
Sure.
So you
No, I was saying that our building also does this
Right.
separation, but I feel like you do it in your house and then it all just goes in the same bin at the end of the day.
right, which is why you want to contact these independent collectors who are gonna come to your house. They're gonna send a truck and they're gonna only pick up your e-waste, or they're only gonna pick up your recyclable waste, and then they'll send it to a recycling plant.
Okay.
And with your compost, what you want to do is you want to take a bit of soil, right? You want to take a balti, you want to put all your wet scraps in, leave it there, and keep adding to it. You can order earthworms. You can just take earthworms and put them in, right? And it'll turn into soil, and then you put it in your plants, and it's the healthiest soil you'll ever get. You'll get the most amazing plants ever. If you grow your own food in it, nothing like it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I didn't know it was that detailed, honestly.
Yeah.
This is what ancient India used to do.
Yeah.
Indians were the most sustainable, the most green ethos community to ever be there on earth. Everything that we've done, it's insane.
Yeah, but you know, like movies like Seaspiracy, for example, right? I'm sure you've seen
Right.
it. It's one of those things where it's super eye-opening, because it's like, as an individual, sure, I can do 100% of, what I can, but it's these really big corporations that have major oil spills. They're trolling the seas, the nets are scraping the coral, the fish are dying, all of that stuff. What is really preventing them from doing that forever?
I think a big part of it is consumer push.
Yeah.
If you stop buying from Zara and H&M, right, they're going to stop producing fast fashion.
Don't listen to him. Aditya, leave it.
Adi's like, abhi change karke aata hu. If you stop buying plastic bottles, they'll
Sure.
stop producing plastic bottles, right? It's just that shift. Most of these companies that have single-use bottles actually
Yeah.
produce glass bottles as well. No one buys it, right? Starbucks has those metal straws.
Yeah.
Again, the other problem is that sustainability has almost become a luxury now.
Yeah.
They sell these things at crazy prices. It's not affordable for the average person. And that's where the government has to step in. You need to give companies that are being sustainable some kind of, you give them a tax grant, or you give them a land grant, or you come in and help them and you say, this is the next age of people that are going to be consumed by Gen Zs. These are the companies that Gen Zs are coming up with, right? Why doesn't even the government support these? You have companies that are building cutlery from straw waste in Haryana and Punjab, right? Which is one of the major causes for pollution that Delhi occurs, right? I've lost I think 11 years of my life because of the PM 2.5 levels that I've breathed in since I was 0.
Damn.
He was like, isko cancer ho gaya. Aman, is this a wig?
Do you think Gen Z and people now are more aware of climate change?
I'm studying environmental studies.
Yeah, because
right?
you guys have grown up with
And-
this concern all your lives. It's been something that you've been, immersed into from the very beginning. So do you think you guys are finally gonna make that change, or what's
I
up?
think we definitely.
You're gonna
What do you mean
protect us or
you?
what, bro?
Yeah, what do you mean
Are we
you guys,
Gen Z?
bruv? Yes.
No, I feel like for us it was a little later.
old are
These
you?
guys are like 24.
Real age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, an Inconvenient Truth came out.
Exactly. That's
When?
what I'm talking about. Al Gore, right?
Yeah, but that came out when
we
we were
saw
like-
that in junior school, I think.
Dude, we were super young when it came out. It was like 2003 or something.
I saw it in junior school. That's when I was like, fuck.
Still very young.
The
no?
environment
It's
is
9
like,
years
yeah.
old.
Yeah. No, but I feel like kids nowadays are much more environmentally conscious than we were, at least.
I think everyone now knows that,
Yeah.
there's something wrong with the planet. Do you have the willpower to try and change it? Because at the start, it's inconvenient for a lot of people,
Yeah.
right? Oh shit, I've forgotten to bring my bottle. What will I do now? I have to. But you have to make that mindset and you have to say, I have such a large carbon footprint.
Yeah.
The biggest lie that's been, ye thoda intellectual hai, but the biggest lie that's been, sold to everyone is that countries like India are the ones that are creating climate change issues because we have such a huge population. But you compare the per capita carbon footprint, which is per person carbon footprint, to the
Yeah.
average person in America or UK, right? We're like 5 times lesser than them, 7 times lesser than them.
So what I'm saying is there should be, is there a change in the youth where it's like, it's not me going out of my way. It's a habit. It's been like, it's not an inconvenience for me because this is what I've always been doing. That should be the goal, right?
That's the goal.
Not switching from plastic to whatever. I've always used metal straws. I'm always going to use metal straws. That needs to be the shift, and that's why I said the younger generation is kind of now just grown up with that.
Sure.
They will not use a plastic bag. Like people will be like, no, we're using a plastic. It's crazy for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is really the necessary change that needs to happen. It should not be an inconvenience.
And it's a parenting step. I don't know if parents
Exactly,
watch this
yeah.
podcast, but I'm kidding, guys.
I have no idea.
But that's like a shift. Like the parents need to
Future
tell
parents
the kids, right?
are probably
Future
watching
parents.
this podcast.
So all
guys.
of you
So
20-year-olds, agle saal se.
give your kids some soil, some worms, and just fucking let them go wild, man.
I feel like Aman's given us a lot of game and obviously displayed how knowledgeable he is. But and having said that, we don't like to take your word for granted. Okay, we want to put this to the test. So we have a little game prepared for you to test your knowledge. Are you ready for it?
Oh, I'm gonna lose.
So, do you guys want to explain the game?
No, you go for it.
So basically,
I like that.
the whole point here is, right, you came and you said, guys, I'm warning you, this next thing is intellectual and all, because you know we're not intellectual. So bro said, guys, this is going to be a little smart, okay?
Just stay with me. Stay with me.
Just stop breathing from your mouth
I'll
for a
talk a
second.
little slow for you guys.
I even looked at it like, edit this out if you don't want.
It's a big warning, huh? You guys are fucking stupid. So pay attention. So, you know what? We want to, look, man, maybe, but also we want to prove you wrong, okay? So this game is called Can We Stump a Man? Okay, so you know what? I think we want to, as a team, we've gotten pictures of birds and we want to see if we can stump you, you know? You're the expert. Prove why you're the
So
expert.
it's Aman versus HST. For every bird we stump you on, we get a point. For everyone you get a point.
All right, let's
And
go.
what's the prize?
You'll find out after.
Well, if we win, we gotta keep that thing. So we gotta keep it. We gotta keep the camera. So
there are 12 birds. How much do you think you'll get out of 12? What's a respectable score?
I'm guessing you've ID'd some of them incorrectly. So 13.
okay, dude, the challenge has been thrown down.
I'm
get
gonna
eight.
bring out the difficult ones
get
now. Okay, let's see. Fine, 8. Cool.
Yeah, just put that screen up. Can you see it?
Thanks.
Cool. First one.
First one.
Copper Smith Barbet.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, that's an easy one.
It's also
yeah.
the state bird of Maharashtra.
State bird of
right?
Maharashtra. That's true. Yeah.
This guy, huh? You
Shoot! I know this one.
Stumped.
that's not a C.
Trying to diss our research. Huh?
Is that some kind of plover?
Okay, it's a plover, but you need to give me the kind. Come on, you need to give me the kind.
Name it. If you had to name it, what would you name it?
So, black winged plover.
Nah, it's the crab plover.
Crab plover.
Oh, it even has the. That's
it
what
has
that
a
is.
crab,
Oh
right.
shit. Okay.
Half a point.
Half a point.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Great Indian Bustard.
That's right.
Hey.
This I told you guys about.
Shout out, yeah.
Did we record that?
No,
part?
we did. Yo, shout out. You want to drop some knowledge on
Shout out
these guys?
Indira, bro.
No, guys.
He even said Miss. And I was like, your first name. Like, what?
Like Miss Indira. That's Gandhi for you guys.
So, a quick GK tip for everyone here. The peacock is the national bird of India now. But it was not always the national bird of India. Earlier, we had this bird called the Great Indian Bustard. Miss Indira Gandhi, I shouldn't name her actually, I don't know. ये तो मैंने पढ़ा था online. मैं जिंदा नहीं था तब. Some people in power thought that bustard is too hard a word for Indians to pronounce. And they're all going to end up calling it the Great Indian Bustard. So...
Oh, Jay.
So, they changed it to the Indian peacock. And now this poor guy is critically endangered, has populations almost restricted to just one state out of 28,
Damn.
and is projected to not exist anymore just
Wow.
in the next 10-15 years.
That's crazy, bro.
Why change the bird? They could just change the name of the bird, right? Like, why change the
Because
national bird
because
only?
the name of the bird was not said by Miss...
It wasn't in Indian. Yeah.
She wasn't like us, man.
Man, extinction is whack, bro.
Literally, the marketing of this bird fucked up its extinction.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we said this before as well, going from bustard to peacock is not
Yeah,
really
yeah,
like a
it's
big
not the best
upgrade.
change.
Slightly ironic.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, you're at 2.5, man, out of 3. Let's go.
Indian cormorant.
That's right.
Okay.
That was quick, dude. That was nice.
Actually, I had written great cormorant, but I'm guessing you're right.
I think it's Indian.
yeah.
Yeah, not great. Malachite kingfisher.
I had only kingfisher, but sure.
Damn, this is not a good look for us. Come on, buddy.
Red wattle lapwing.
Damn, yeah.
Sky, bro.
Exactly.
You take pictures of birds of it, man.
Greater Kukul.
Yeah, it's six.
Also called
and a
as
half.
Indian crow pheasant.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we knew that. I knew that, man.
You know, it's like the Michael Jordan scene. Like ever since Sid was like, we might be right. I took that personally, man. Fuck you. Watch this.
I can teach you names of all the birds, guys.
Oh, that looks cool, man.
Shoot.
It's like a.
It's a falcon, but it's a very popular one from Costa Rica.
Of course, yeah. I mean, where else, right? It's not a Costa Rican.
I don't remember which falcon it is. This picture is from Costa Rica and it's a Costa Rican falcon.
No, you're wrong there, buddy. It's a collared falconet.
Collared falconet, yes.
Well,
falcon
it's the
is a falcon.
family. It's the falcon family.
Falcon,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
Bro, when you're 8-0 up, you can afford to miss a goal, fam. I'm sorry.
Give me half.
Give us one, bro.
So it's 6.5 out of 8.
Yep.
Cheating.
Petition to deduct his half point as well.
Himalayan monal.
That's right.
Also, fun fact: Sid is really attracted to this bird.
I think it's a sexy ass bird, dude. Come on, look at the colors on it.
Guys, I'm tagging him in the comments. Aaj tak pahunch jao.
This bird is not gonna go extinct because of Sid.
We're gonna find all the birds hidden in his room. Pheasant tail jacana.
Damn, dude.
That's 8.5. He's already reached the limit, but let's see. You have 2 more to go.
I think the easy ones next to, but go for it.
Cattle egret. Pond heron.
Ooh, no. It's a pond heron.
Pond heron.
But you
Breeding plumage.
But you said the other one first.
Oh, he got it.
No, he got it.
That's I'll give it to him. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Okay.
Wasn't even a
So
millisecond.
it doesn't always look like this when it has to attract females. So in birds, the males are more attractive, right? I don't know if that's the same in humans, but
No.
Shout out all the boys.
मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलने दूंगी मेरे podcast पे.
I'm on Indian Hinge and it is not the same.
Last one. If you get this wrong, we win. Okay, thanks.
That's HSC style. Last question, 500 points. Let's go. I'm nervous. Oh.
Oh, he looks stumped. There's
No,
a.
I know it.
What if he's
White-eyed
hustling
buzzard.
us? Oh my god,
Why you even acting
dude.
like you were thinking, dude?
I was
You
like-
should
He was
said it.
hustling us a little bit. He was like,
Yeah. That's just being a dick now.
Maybe Dharma watches this, I'll get an acting offer.
No, that was good. That was good.
Robo 2.0 mein I'm Pakshi Rajan.
That was really
Save
good,
the
bro.
birds.
He did us a favor for the audience and all. Give
Yeah.
them a little bit of drama and all.
Yeah,
I
Aman
enjoyed.
clearly won that. Like, congratulations to Aman.
yeah, good one.
Now, we know that you brought us this camera as the empty shelf item, but for winning, we'll let you keep it. We'll let you keep it.
Guys, I'm very stupid. I didn't know that the shelf item is supposed to be kept. I thought this is, I'll just let them hold it because he's paid for my flights.
That's how a lot of deals go down. Like, I'll let you hold it. Yeah, just because.
Can I actually hold it?
Yeah, hold it.
You want me to lift it in a particular way?
Yeah, from the rig.
Bro, I'm
Whatever's
really-
good for your arms.
From the shop, yeah.
shop.
But be gentle.
Yo, for our audio only listeners, they're having a field day, huh?
I flew him in to hold his shop.
That's the title and thumbnail of this video.
Boobies.
Yeah, it's
You
a
can
very.
also
This is
extend
a
it.
very different podcast for audio listeners.
Oh, battery.
No battery. Sick, man. This must feel like cool to hold.
My real one is bigger.
Yeah?
I mean, guys, let's be honest. That's a little too big. Right? No one enjoys a lens that long. Right? Like that. Some have said it's like kind of uncomfortable. It's, like.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, bro.
See it turned on.
Aman, thank you for being here. Before you leave, is there anything you want to leave them with?
Do I not get to do that cool TED talk?
What TED Talk?
My 1 minute TED talk.
Bro, yeah.
That's something to.
You want to end on that? Go
Yeah,
for it.
for sure, bro.
No, isn't someone has to give me. But if we're on
You wanna-
time, we can
Oh,
end.
I
No,
know.
no,
The podcast game?
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh, okay. Big man
He
wants
wants to
the
play the
pod.
podcast game.
Okay. So,
Aman, go for it. man.
podcast
but
game-
this is a random topic. Huh? You don't get to pick. We're not going to give you a bird-related topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
podcast game has 3 categories. I think the one you're talking about is making a mundane object deep.
Yes.
What are the other two categories?
The other one is trying to sell a shitty product which we never do. And the third one is to
Make it about yourself.
make it about yourself.
So I think maybe he wants to do that one. Give him a really random topic for that one.
I think the TED Talk, the cold hot.
Yeah,
Making
mundane.
it deep, making a mundane thing.
Okay,
deep.
okay.
It's
cool,
the one
cool,
that
cool, cool.
Tanisha did the
Tanisha,
water
yeah,
about. Okay,
go for it,
I
go
wasn't
for it.
prepared for this. Give me a second, 1 minute. it takes time. This job.
My mom saw that. She was like, "Wow, you should learn from her."
Making a mundane thing is deep. Okay, ciao.
So your topic is you have to make a beige tile deep. 3, 2, 1.
A beige tile is the average Indian body that exists. It's not something to marvel about, but that's because every Indian here is hardworking. He doesn't like to brag about what he's doing. She doesn't like to talk about all the things that she's managing. It's all about moving forward as a nation that's come from great roots and that's gonna go to a great place. A beige tile, it's nothing flashy. It doesn't speak to you. It doesn't speak to your artistic sensibilities. But it's always there. It's there for your feet when you land on it. It's there to give your house the feeling of comfort, home. That's the feeling that we all crave, and that's what being friends with Indian people gives you. That's what living with Indian people gives you. It's something this beige t-shirt or a flashy t-shirt could just never give you. That beige tile could be your mom, your grandmom, your father, your friend. The beige tile exists in every Indian we have. Embrace your inner beige tile and stop trying to be someone you're not.
Crazy.
Whoa. Dude, that was crazy. There's no way you didn't. How did you have a template? There's no way, dude. That's so fun.
मैंने अमन को 50,000 रुपए दिए टॉपिक डीएम करने के.
Wow, that was crazy,
I'm
bro.
very glad you brought up that TEDx talk, man.
Oh my god, that was fantastic.
Also, he's done like 3 TEDx.
Yeah,
so
that we should. I mean, yeah.
we're gonna link everything of Aman's in the description. Obviously, go show him some love. Very impressive young man who came here and shared his time with us. So thank you for being here,
Yeah,
Aman.
thank you, man.
And yeah, we'll see you on the next week. We'll see you on the next episode of the Having Said That show.
Cheaper by the dozen, hate them or you love them. If you make me feel away, then I might switch up for your cousin. Keep one in the dark and I'll keep 10 more in the oven. If you wanna stop, we can try. It's cheaper by the dozen. Hate them or you love them. If you make me feel away, then I might switch up. Keep you in the dark and I'll just keep on second guessing. If you wanna stop, we can try. It's cheaper by the